Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles. I just had a root canal, guys, so my mouth is still numb on this side, but I still want to get my videos out for you. I'm not in any pain right now, but I know when this numbing wears off, or the doctor said that I could feel some pain and some soreness once this goes away in a few hours. So I decided just to go ahead and get this video out. So you guys, be sure to like this video, please, at least for my dedication, because I'm really trying to stay dedicated to uploading Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, no matter what. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get into this video. So this video is going to answer a common question that you guys may wonder when you first go into opening your online business. And that question is, how long does it take for me to receive my first order? So I just want to start off by saying this. Whenever you start any business, it's going to take patience. It's going to take patience. It's going to take time and money, creativity, relationships that you have to build with the public and with potential customers. So it's going to take time. I don't like to really set certain dates. I don't like to say like it takes 2 months for you to get your first order, or it takes 2 weeks, because it all depends on who you are. It depends on who you know. It depends on how much money you're going into it with. I would say, if I had to put a number on it, generally speaking, if you're someone that is investing, if you're someone that's doing, that has your website looking professional, you know, and you have the social media platforms, and you've been marketing constantly, and you've done discounts when you first open to kind of introduce your brand, and you're marketing in your neighborhood, and you're marketing, you know, you're really getting, and you have a good quality product, I would say that it should, it's so hard to say. I was going to say a few months, but that's not even true all the time, because there's so many hair companies. And in order for someone to want to purchase from you, it not only takes for you to have good quality hair, and not only takes for you to just post some things on your social media, but it just takes time, and it takes consistency. People look at who's been around for what amount of time, you know what I mean? And because we're online, you have time to wait. Online, there is a minimum fee to stay in business versus actually paying for a building. So even if you don't get orders for that whole year, you know, spend the time actually branding yourself. Because once you're branded, orders will continuously come. They'll come. Even when you're just sitting down, you know, not even thinking about an order, orders will come. But it takes that initial branding period. And everyone's branding period is different. Because like I mentioned in another video, some people can pay Facebook, or they can pay for different ads and different promotions, different collaborations. You know, collaborations, sometimes you have to pay for those as well. So it just depends on how well you can get your name out there. I know someone was saying, or I read this on social media, a lot of people were saying, especially in my city, that it's not fair because, let me give you a backstory. I live in a very, very small city, for those of you that have just joined the channel. And it's harder to sell in a small city because of the obvious, right? You have you have less people, less population. So it's a numbers game. You know, you may not get as many sales here as you would in a different city. You know, the pace of the city is a little slower than some other cities. And not only that, but like I said, it's a smaller population. But on social media, people were saying things like, you know, it's not fair because in this city, people only purchase from people that they're used to. It's a popularity contest. It's not about skill. And that's true. That's everywhere. That's not just in a smaller city. It's all about popularity, and it's all about being familiar. Not all about, but a majority of your sales are going to be about you being either from someone being familiar with your brand, or your brand being a little popular, or it has to have some buzz. You have to have some buzz about your company to start getting orders. So that mentality of just, you know, hey, no one's purchasing from me because I'm not popular, is true. It's true. Even at my shop, you know, my salon, you know, I feel like if I was more known in my city, you know, and I'm not saying not even known because people know me, but if I was more involved in the community, you know what I mean? Like if I did more, like I was in a magazine here, but I'm saying if I would have taken it the next notch and, you know, been on the news and gone to different schools and, you know, just got myself out there more, I feel like the success on my salon would be different as well. But that's what it's about. Even online, it's about, it's I don't want to say a popularity contest, but that's what it's about. How many people have you seen on social media selling different things, and you know that company gets so many orders? It's not necessarily because that company's hair is better than everyone else starting out. It's just because that company is known, or that person is known. You know, even when people get like, when you become a celebrity or when you become popular or really famous, you know, a lot of people come out with different companies, and their companies are you can't compare their company, even though it's new, to someone else that is not on social media like that, because they're going to get more orders. Obviously, they have more supporters. They have more people that are aware of who they are. So it doesn't matter really what they sell. They already have a foot ahead of you. So when I get questions like, how long will it take for me to get my first order? Everybody's answer is going to be different. Do I think it's unusual for you to be in business online and never gotten an order for 8 months? No, I don't. No, I don't. And the reason I say no, and people may be shocked, is because everyone puts different time into their business. Even with my drop shipping, I'm able to see the orders that people get that I send out on behalf of them. Some girls, you know, I check their websites. They're making constant changes. You can see on their social media, they're constantly doing different things to grab people's attention. They're constantly coming up with different creative collaborations amongst different people to bring more, awareness to their brand. They're doing more. It doesn't mean that they care, I guess, more about their company, but I mean, in essence, they're putting more time into it. And it's not about even just putting more time into your business. It's about working smarter, not harder. So you can put a lot of time into your business, but we're doing the wrong steps. You know what I mean? And you can be putting a lot of time into your business, and doing the right steps and still not getting a whole bunch of orders just because people don't know who you are. When I say advertise and market, it's not just because I say it because it sounds good. I don't just say it because I read it in a book, and I'm saying it because it worked for my life. You know what I mean? Like it worked for me. And I was someone that sat there for years. You know, Bad Chick Hair is not new, but I'm at a point now where the name is more known than it ever has been. When I first started in 2013, you know, I would sit on my hair for a while. I even explained in some other videos how I didn't even, from the first vendor I was working with, the first time I launched badchickhair.com, I ended up using all the hair because I didn't sell out of it. And so I used it on myself. And so, you know, it wasn't because I was doing anything wrong. Honestly, back in 2013, I was younger. I had a lot more energy. And so my Instagram posts were back to back. Like I would dye my hair green one day. The next day you may see me with purple hair. I would do different styles on my stuff. My Instagram was popping, but not too many people knew about it. So even though I'm doing all the right steps, if you're doing all the right, like what good is a diamond that nobody can see? Like same with your business. Like what good is having a great business if no one knows about it? And when I say no one, I don't just mean your friends, people you go to school with, people you work with. I mean, like the world needs to know about who you are. And it takes time and it takes money to get your brand out there. But I just want to give you guys a little bit of encouragement and say it's okay if you've been in business for months and you haven't gotten an order. It's okay. Consistency, time, and money, faith, you know, trusting God, trusting yourself, trusting the process is what's going to get you through. I don't even really focus on orders. Like if you sign up for drop shipping with me, or if you do wholesale, or if I talk to you or you send me a question, my main focus is not, okay, is she going to get an order today? Because that's going to come. An order comes. But when you focus on just the order part and not really the foundation, it may take you a little bit longer. The foundation should be the main focus. Like, okay, let me go ahead and make sure I have a vendor. Okay, check. Let me make sure I have a platform to sell the hair off first. Because even if I have a vendor, how am I going to sell the hair? You know what I mean? And I'm not just going to sell it. My neighbors aren't, and my friends at school, it's not enough people to keep my business running. So let me get a website. And if you guys need a website, I have a link below through Shopify that will give you a trial. Try out the website for free. It's a free trial. Try it out. Build your own website and see how you do. If you need help, I can help you as well. I have website builder services, but do what you can first. Create an Instagram. Start marketing. Start getting your name out there. Pick a name. Something that's not too hard to remember. That's another thing. You want to make sure that your name it stands out and it's easy and simple. Like Bad Chick Hair for me. I got a lot of people, my friends or my family would say, hey, are you going to change the name? Hey, when you get older, are you still going to like this name? It's simple to me. And it's something that stands out. Anywhere I go, if someone, they're like, you're Bad Chick, you're Chick. Like I feel like it's a name that's a little bit different and it sticks out. So you want to make sure that you find a name that's different. Make sure that you find something that sticks out, that's easy to remember. The reason that I don't recommend the big cartel email or websites is because it's just so long to remember. I don't want it to be badchickhair.bigcartel.com. I feel like that's really long. And a lot of people won't even, patience is something that we don't have. I'll speak for myself. If I'm looking for hair, I don't want to type all that out. I just want to go to your site and be done with it. So that's why I recommend you getting everything you can in motion. Do what you can with what you got. And let the orders come. If you're doing everything you should be doing, if you're advertising, if you're marketing, if you've secured your website, if you have a person or a vendor that's going to send out your hair, if you are staying creative. And advertising on social media is not the only thing that's going to get it either. You have to do way more than just advertise on Facebook and just post on Instagram. You still have to you have to get out in the world. And that's something that I think a lot of people forget. You still have to build relationships with people. Social media is great for marketing, but you still have to get your name out there. And it's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. I'm going to make a video on different ways that you guys can do that, but you have to get out in the world because the more people can see you, the more orders you're going to get. Like today when I was out, I literally gave out probably 10 business cards. And I'm coming from the dentist. My mouth is drooping, whatever. But because I took the time to do my hair, I took the time to look a little bit decent. People wanted to know either who is this girl or who did your hair. And when someone asks me, who did your hair, that's a great opportunity for me to say, I did. But it's not just, it doesn't look like this just because I did it. It looks like this because it's Bad Chick Hair. You want a card? Or here, look, I'm going to go ahead and hook you up. You order today, I'll make sure I give you $20 off your order. Just make sure that you put in this code or, just different things are going to generate your orders. And that's something that I didn't do on Facebook. That's something I didn't do on Instagram. That's just being in the world. So even if you like I said before in my videos, when you're drop shipping or doing wholesale, whenever you're selling hair, it's really important for you to wear your product. I don't care if you're selling makeup. Even I used to sell Mary Kay, and that was one thing that I had to do to attract more customers. I had to wear my makeup so people would come up to me and say, wow, I like that. Or I would have to go up to different women and, I'll make a whole nother video with how you can attract people to you. But it's all about attracting people to you, whether it be on social media, whether it be in person, and just becoming creative in your ways of marketing your brand. If you're not putting a lot of time into your business, you cannot rush the order. If you're not putting a lot of money into your business, I don't want to say even a lot because it doesn't take a lot, but if you're not putting any money into your business, then you can't expect to have an order tomorrow. Everything, it takes money, it takes time, it takes consistency. If you're only posting once every 3 months, you can't sit up here and say, why don't I have orders? You have to be consistent. It takes work. And I think that's something that I don't want to say just my generation. I think that's something that people in general forget. You have to do the work behind it. And work doesn't just mean that you go on your website and you change the background color. Work doesn't just mean that you go on your website and you update the about section. Work actually means what it sounds like. Some days you're not going to feel like doing it, but you still have to get out and do it. Some days you don't feel like promoting. But you have to do that. You have to start changing your mindset to think like a business owner, keeping business cards on you, wearing your product, or having some samples, and just learning how to attract different people to you is going to be key. I'm going to make a video on how to attract people to you probably very soon, but my mouth is starting to hurt a little bit, guys. So I hope this video helps. Ultimately, to sum it up, there's no right time that I'm going to put on it for you to have an order. It all depends on you. And it's not even about how hard you're working. Sometimes you can be doing everything right, but it just takes time. So don't even focus on necessarily the orders portion of it yet. Don't quit your day job yet. You know what I mean? Like, give yourself some time to get your feet wet. Give yourself some time to learn, you know, how things are going to work for your business, but stay consistent. You know, don't start and just stop for months. Don't start and then just stop for a year. You know, you keep it going. Being consistent, you definitely are going to see some changes. Be patient and trust God, trust yourself, and make sure that you're investing back into your brand, and orders will come. Some may come tonight. Some of you may have to wait for a couple months, but either way, focus on building the foundation, and then the orders will come. I hope this helped. Give me a thumbs up, guys, please, because I am really staying committed to making these videos, even when my mouth is like this. Don't laugh at me. For those of you that are just joining in at the end or skip through the video, I had a root canal today, so my mouth is still numb, but I wanted to get these videos out because I love my subscribers. So I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.